You're
Thank you so
welcome.
much, Fano. So what we're talking about, you spoke about beef. So as
You
women
want
that
the
like gist,
tea?
tell us please. Tell us one thing that is there. So to be very honest, is there a particular friendship that went south for you? Excuse me. Is there a particular friendship that went south for you, and then would you like to share with us, right, something that happened that caused a beef or caused like an argument that made something we call a friendship heartbreak or something like that happen, right? So anything like that.
So, I've not really had bad friendship breakups, and I think I'm just lucky. Right, a lot of people have been burnt by friendships, and but I've just been lucky to have good friends, to be honest. But of course, there's some people I've had to break up with.
No, sure,
Yeah,
sure,
because
sure.
I just felt that we could not just continue. And but I remember one. So I felt like she was mean. Yeah, and I don't like mean girls. I don't. There's no reason to be mean, right? She was mean to people, and she can switch. She can be nice and she can
Sometimes
be
can be
mean.
mean.
Yeah. So I had to meet her. I had a conversation with her, and I'm like, I'm sorry. I don't think we can be friends because I'm not. I can't predict your next,
Next.
and I can't be with someone I can't predict. Like I cannot even vouch for you outside. Like I know that
It's
if
true.
this person is facing this thing, this is the person's response. So if you come and tell me that this person did this thing,
You won't be too shocked.
I won't be too shocked. Or if you tell me something that I know that this person could not have done, like there's a particular friend of mine, Nireti. I can predict that so much. I can predict that so much. And she has such strong principles and values, which I appreciate about her. That if you tell me that Nireti stole money, not true. There's nothing you want to tell me. I'm ready to go to court, anything.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So for that particular person, I could not like predict.
Vouch for the
I could not vouch for
person.
the person. She was quote unquote, she was there. So it bothered me, and I had to be walking around eggshell. So I had to have the conversation with her, and I'm like, I'm not comfortable, and I don't think we can continue being friends. So she was really surprised, and she was really apologetic about it, like, that she's sorry and all of that, and she actually made effort to change, and we're friends now. So something that other people would do in that scenario would be to like ghost or keep malice or gossip with their other friends,
which is what happens and breaks a lot of friendships.
That's when everything will now be really bad, and then friendship break up, all of that, because you make it so complex, and life is not so complex. So like, why not just have a conversation with the person, let them know. Sometimes they don't even know they're doing those things, sometimes they do, but they don't even know how bad it is affecting you
as a person.
Exactly. So if the friendship is worth keeping, or if it's worth keeping, just have a conversation and let them know. If they are teachable, right, they will fix up, and you can preserve your friendship. If not, it's okay to let them go. No, because I've had another case where this person was becoming my friend, where I could tell that she was becoming my friend, but something bad happened, and I felt like I could not trust her value system. I could not trust her. So in this case, I reached out to her, and since we're not even friends, there was nothing to break up, but I just let her know that even though she did something wrong, I'm not holding anything against her, but I'd rather not
just go that route.
Yes, I'd rather not.
So it's okay to even if you forgive the person, right? It's okay to still cut off, maybe just because you don't flow, it doesn't align with your values.
Exactly.
You don't necessarily always have to make up fully that this person must be my friend by force. There are some situations where you actually have to let go.
Yes,
right.
You have to let go. Yes. Not everybody can be your friend.
Sure.
So, yes. So in that case, I just but I mean, when I see her pictures, I like it, and we're just happy as it, right? Yeah, we're not friends.
Thank you so much, Fanu. The next question is now social media, the blessing and the curse. Tori, social media for relationships, especially friendships in general, have actually it has caused a lot of good and bad. Sometimes the bad gets a lot more highlighted than the good, right? And I want you to talk about how social media has changed the way we see friends and the way we do life with friends, especially because we grew up. Your friend is in your neighborhood, you go to your friend's house, your friend comes to your house, all of that, you share things together. But now there seems to be like a standard, like your friends must be having this, you guys must be having like monthly girl trips, or like you must be having like vacations every year. There's like there's like friendship goals.
Friendship is not quite expensive.
It is expensive.
Yeah, they'll do better than you.
And then they do birthday and then they will ask you to pay. And you are not able to pay, and because you cannot pay, they will cut you off, or bridesmaids. And you cannot meet up.
Oh my God!
Then they will now. So I want you to talk about how this new woke age really has affected friendships, right? And if there are things that we can do in a sense to just maintain the relationships that we have, regardless of what is going on in society.
Okay, so what you're saying is that like social media has made friendships more
loud.
Okay.
More in your eye, complex too. Okay. Because you now see maybe your friend doesn't want to go out with you. You now see pictures of your friend going out and that person.
Yeah.
All of that funny deeds.
Okay, yeah, I think I get you. There's more pressure. Right, with social media. You want
the pressure is getting worse. That is it.
Yes, you and your friends want to look like other people and their friends on social media, and sometimes it's just not necessary. Like it's not just necessary. You can have a wonderful friendship without all of those glamorous things, right? How has it affected people? Comparison. Yes, comparison. You shouldn't compare what you have with some people.
Yeah.
Like I have different, of course I have different friends, right? And we relate on different levels. There are friends that like to go out. There are friends that would not go out. So I would not be angry at the friend that doesn't really that is not her thing, right? I will not be angry at that friend because she has strength in other areas, and I know. Yes. So remove comparison. There's a reason why the person is your friend. There's a reason why the person became your friend, right? And relate with people on the level it's not the level they understand, like the level they like to be. Love people at the level they like to be loved.
Okay.
Do you understand? So there's some people who I have to give them gifts for them to feel loved. Yes, that will take money out of my pocket. There's some people who there's nothing I give gifts a lot. So there's nothing wrong. But some people just want my presence. Do you understand? So those kind of people, I have to call them, and I don't like calling.
I actually get you.
I don't like calling, but I have to call them for them to feel love. For some people, they appreciate the word of affirmation, so I have to write an epistle on their birthdays. And even though I'm not much of a writer, I rather just send you a gift. But a gift will not mean too much to them. But when you write epistle, or maybe in that gift you're writing notes, all those things, they appreciate it. Do you understand? So if you are attentive, be attentive to your friends, right? Know what they like. Do you understand? Know what they like and relate to them on that basis. And remove comparison. Don't compare one friend to the other. That this friend gives me more gifts.
This one is always just present.
You might not even, because if you're comparing, right, you will not even notice what the other person is doing.
Yeah.
That is good, right? So So yeah, remove comparison and appreciate people for who they are. And I'm not saying that they cannot do better. Like if you're not loving me the way I like to be loved, I can communicate it to you, right? With love, with grace. I can communicate it to you that I would appreciate if you. What's something I love that I like gifts too, actually. So like on my birthday,
gifts more.
Yeah, on my birthday I want you to send me a gift or something. So yeah, you can communicate it. And also be mindful of where they are at. You cannot be expecting so much from somebody that cannot, give too much. Your expectations.
They have to
there's
be
actually a lot to say about friendship.
Yes,
human relationships are really complex. I can't even lie. So yes, what is the line between entitlement and expectation? We should have
there's that entitlement as well, mentality of it's my birthday. You should fly out. You should organize a whole restaurant for me and sponsor put a 1 million naira bill, 1 million. You know.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think that's probably one of the other things that social media too has added, like entitlement mentality and like wrong expectations of people.
I mean, we're allowed to have expectations from our friends, but
in check. Wisdom.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wisdom.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Fanu. There's one more question, I want to ask, and this one relates to what we're experiencing now, as Nigerians and Africans, the Japa syndrome.
Oh my God.
How the Japa syndrome affects friendships. And when you were talking about how your friends like being loved in different ways, I remember, one of my friends who, we don't really chat. But when we want to talk, it is the call. And I realized, even while she was here, right, that it is the calling that she enjoyed more. So we can spend like an hour plus on call, just talking. It doesn't, but if we don't chat, right, we don't chat as much. It doesn't mean I'm not thinking of her, she's not thinking of me, but I have grown to understand that she likes it more when I call and all of that. But now that there's this whole Japa syndrome, so you're having to deal with, first of all, your friends are not in the same locality as you, right? If you're someone that doesn't have plenty friends now, like me, what that means is that you don't have any friends in the locality. So now that you don't have any friends in the locality, first of all, how do you maintain friends? And we're going to relate this later on to this cutting off people, right? But like with the Japa syndrome, how do you maintain friends? Like these are your people, your Timothy. How do you maintain that relationship considering different time zones, different lifestyle? They are not as around as you would like to. You guys are not around as you would like to. How do you keep that relationship still, that it doesn't have to be like, oh, because I'm not physically present, we are not friends, kind of thing?
Okay. But even without the Japa syndrome, how many friends do you see?
It's true.
The people that is going in this Lagos.
Yes,
together.
This Lagos.
It's only maybe they are doing their birthdays, maybe they are doing dinner, that you see them or something like it's adulthood, we are busy, right? So it's even hard to like meet together and gist and gist. It's hard. Except that when you now organize sleepovers and everything. So that's one of the benefits of social media.
Okay. Thank
for
you.
people that have Japan,
yeah.
social media is your saving grace, right? And intentionality too, right? Intentionality. It's important to keep communication moving. There's no relationship without communication. So whichever way you like to communicate with this person, calling, texting, Snapchat, anything, you have to communicate. You have to be in that person's life, right? So you just look for what works for both of you, right? Just look for what works for you and your friends. If it's you can set a time. You can set an alarm to it, right? And every Friday
every week,
we should call. right? Unfortunately, these adults now are now setting appointments.
Set it. I have alarms for everything. They not in my office. I have alarms for everything now.
So yes,
Everything.
there is actually no excuse. To be honest, there's no excuse. Distance is not even an excuse at all because social media you can easily call.
Yeah.
You can easily text.
Send the text. Send the
Anytime you think about them, just message them. Let them know that you're thinking about them. Let them know. Yeah, I think that's how I've been able to manage my friends who are abroad. I try to call, anytime I'm thinking about them, I message. It doesn't even really feel like we're far apart, to be honest. It's just that on important days, I feel it because I can't see them. Yes, but even on those important days, they will join.
They will join via Zoom.
Do you get? So that's still the intentionality, and you can of course send gifts abroad.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
yes, you just have to be intentional. When even talking about time zones, you know when
you calculate the hours.
I don't think it's too much. I don't think it's too much to keep your friendship. It's not too much, right? So,
thank you, Fanny. I mean, actually, this session has been very. Never realized that your friendship is a lot. It's a lot to talk about because it's a lot. Right now, in this 2024 year of no grief for anybody, and the era of cancel culture, right? It's actually a big thing. Like people just wake up one day and decide this one is not benefiting me, this person is not benefiting me, not even thinking about long term. Some people especially are very particular about material value and their network being their net worth, right? In the sense that they must make money from that relationship. They never think about the value of that relationship. So in this era of cancel culture and people just making swift decisions, right? Because they feel things are not benefiting them. What are your thoughts first off on cancel culture, and then must we cancel everything? You understand? Like must we cancel everything? What are the kind of relationships and friendships that are to be kept, even though the person feels like maybe at a particular season this person doesn't have enough money as much or it's not connecting me? Because those are the things. Some people actually make friendships based on opportunities and where they will connect me to, right? So what are your thoughts on cancel culture?
Interesting.
I
don't think I've ever seen my friends as people to make money.
It's a thing. It's actually a thing.
I mean,
it's strategy. They strategically make those people.
And those are not your friends now. It's okay. Let's say you're an entrepreneur now, and are you saying that your friends must? Okay, yeah, your friends should support your business, right? But funny enough, you're going to make money off strangers than your friends. So if you're having that entitlement or that expectation, you're going to be disappointed. How many friends do you have that you want now? When you're networking, it's going to be strangers. It's not going to be your friends. So I don't think anyone should have that mentality about your friends being your financial whatever. Yes. Sorry.
Cancel culture.
Oh, cancel culture. Okay. Cutting people off because you don't feel like you're benefiting from them. Okay, what do you hope to benefit from them? First of all, what are they even benefiting from you? What are they benefiting from you?
Thank you.
So what do you hope to benefit from them? I mean, if there are some genuine cases when you feel like this friendship is just one-sided and I'm the one always doing, or I'm the one always calling, I'm the one always, giving, and I'm not getting anything in return. Like I mentioned earlier, I think that you can just have a conversation. And
the problem is the conversation. To be very,
conversation so hard for people.
It's easy to ghost. It's easy to just.
But then you got the bridge. How do you imagine? How do you think our parents have what we call family friends now, and maybe you want to study something in line, and like, I have somebody. they may not have even talked to the person in the long while, but they can still call the person, and that's because they did not burn that bridge. Do you understand? And that's something our generation has to learn. We don't care about relationships. It's always myself. That self-love is too heightened and it is bad. We don't care about relationships. We don't care about honoring people.
Yeah.
Right? And it's you would when you grow up, you would know. When you grow up, you would know, right? So if you have been burning bridges everywhere, and then you need something, and then you are trying to like, who can I call? Well, you burnt that bridge. How is that person going to
respond?
How is that person going to respond? Do you understand? It's important for your future. It's important for your children. Don't burn bridges. I'm not saying nobody. Everybody cannot be your friend, like I've said earlier. Everybody doesn't have to be your friend, but you can be cautious. You can be friendly. You can to people, even if you feel like this person, I don't want her in my close circle. I don't want him in my close circle. You can still be them at an acquaintance or something where they will not feel bad because you're still polite. You're still. Do you understand? So it's not like you shouldn't cancel people. And then if your friends also maybe hurt you, give grace, to be honest, because you are not perfect. You're not perfect. You make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes, right? Yeah. Give grace to the person, especially if the person has been a good friend.
I feel like I'm not still your boyfriend.
True.
Good grace.
It's to see your boyfriend.
It's always to your boyfriend.
Oh, I know that this has not done something that's
evil. There is evil and there is bad. There is wickedness and there is badness.
Something that you feel like, this person has gone the way. You get something that really affects, like something that says something bad about their values. Like, do you understand? But if it's just petty mistakes, or give grace to people, okay? Forgive people, and as long as they are teachable, they will do better. Same as yourself, right? Yeah. When your friends come to you and say, I don't like the way I don't like what you did, or this thing that you said. I remember one of my friends. She used to tell me that I'm big and that thing used to hurt me so bad. So I had to tell her one day that this thing that you're using to laugh, it's hurting me. It's hurting me. She was like, serious? You? Like, no, like she was shocked that it was hurting me because I'm vain. Nobody can tell me I'm not fine. I know I'm fine. You understand? So she didn't know what her joke was due to me. So she was really like, oh, I'm so sorry. And till now, she has never mentioned that big head thing again. So like, when you are friends with people like that, it's easy to communicate and be that person. When somebody comes to meet, also be attentive and listen. Also be attentive. Don't be defensive. The person is sharing how they feel, even if you didn't mean it that way. Most likely you didn't even mean it that way. But just take that the way the person is expressing. Yes. Take that feedback. That's what I was trying to remember. Okay. Acknowledge the person's feelings, right? And work on it. Do you understand? So thank you so much, Fanu. You guys, right? Are you hearing the wisdom? I said I bring quality people to this podcast. Right? Thank you so much, Fanu. Like, I have learned so many lessons, right? Just sitting here and hosting this. Like, I'm going back to go and work on my friendship, going to go and set all the timetables and the alarms, right? Because I think one of the most important things I have picked today is the intentionality of friendship. Yeah. They must be intentional. If you are not intentional, you're not ready. Yes. Right? So we must be intentional about our friendships. Thank you so much, Fanu. So on behalf of the Purple Room podcast, by the way, we're giving this to our last guest. We just did not record it on video. But anyway, on behalf of the Purple Room, we want to give a little token to say thank you for coming and joining us and just sharing wisdom and just shedding light for us on this topic. So we wish you great success in all your future endeavors and more glorious, fruitful, blessed friendships, relationships in Jesus' name. Amen. Thank you so much. Thank you, roomies, for tuning in. Bye, guys, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.